Hi there, my lovely Pisces Sun Collective. Nice to see you. It's been a while. So let's tune into your energies. Please remember this is a collective message. As with all tarot, take only what resonates, leave the rest behind. Don't force messages to fit. And if the first few oracles do not reflect what you are experiencing, do not take the messages that follow. Thank you so much. All right, so Pisces, what do we have for you? Spirit, what is Pisces going through at this time? Using the Pop of Love Oracle deck. We'll see what comes out. All right, Spirit's like, well, nothing yet. Wow, shocking. Okay, what do we... Something. All right. Ooh, divine feminine, attached, insecurities, and mentally materialistic. So, all right. Dark Night of the Soul. This is not you. I have to say, you are not. I just feel like this is not your energy. You might be dealing with someone who's going through it. You've already gone through it. Because Spirit is saying you are someone who has already kind of ascended and risen or is on the path, okay? As a divine feminine, you're compassionate, you're loving, you are understanding, you're caring, you're comforting, yeah. You have lots of empathy for others, insight. You tend to accept things as they are and are receptive in nature. Now, you've been dealing with someone who might already be attached. You were the person on your mind who might already be attached. Due to insecurities, you or they are a little bit too focused on the material realm. I, again, do not think that's your energy, but we're going to find out right away because Tarot is going to help us out. Okay. So... what is the energy of my Piscean followers here? Let's see, Spirit. Okay, what do we have? One, okay, Ace of Pentacles. Yep, King of Swords at the back. I do not feel that you are the one going through the dark night of the soul. Your energy right now is very much, I am looking for a new opportunity and growth, and I see it. I see it because the King of Swords, very clear-minded, very clear-headed. All right. Spirit, what is the nature of the challenge that my Pisces followers are experiencing right now? Okay. Eight of Swords, Knight of Swords, back of the deck, Page of Swords. Okay. So either you or someone you're dealing with, right, have had words that hurt, that keep replaying. But here's the thing, it's a mental trap. The words that were spoken, the conversation that occurred, Page of Swords and Knight of Swords, is a mental prison. It's over, it's already happened, but you continue to relive it. And maybe they were hurtful words. Maybe it was a really bad argument. Let's see. Spirit, what was this argument about? I already believe it's about money or abundance or pentacles of some sort, right? A lot of things. The Fool and the Emperor coming out. The Two of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So, back of the deck. The Eight of Cups. All right. So I believe this is about someone who might have tried to control the situation too much and you have walked away from that. I think you held your own. I think you protected yourself. Seven of Wands. There is love. All right. Two of Cups can also represent an honest conversation that was had. It's just when I see two very opposite energies like this, the Fool and the Emperor. Yes, they're both Aries cards. One is about embarking on a new beginning, and one is about structure, rules, control. Seven of Wands here means whatever this conversation was, both of you had your guard up. So I think what happened, it was like Clash of the Titans, right? Two very opposing opinions on whatever the direction this relationship was taking or should go in. And I believe one or the both of you have walked away from it as a result. Now, let's see. What is your advice for my Pisces? Okay, that's so fast. You guys have been stuck, huh? Two of Swords and the Hanged Man. Time to unstick yourself. I think that Eight of Swords said it already. You have been trying really hard, replaying the conversation, what happened between you guys over and over and over, trying to find something different. Like, maybe you didn't understand their perspective or their point of view. I think you're being overly understanding to the point where you have now got yourself stuck in the past. You're very, very grounded in that. You're very King of Pentacles. When the King of Pentacles is at the back of the deck, you're just like, I'm very rooted. I'm very structured. You're not someone who's narrow-minded, right? You're very high quality individual, it seems. Now, you want to provide a home, right? But the thing is, I do not feel that both of you have the same goals, right? Or even a shared goal at this point. Spirit, what is the block? I think we've already discussed it, but what is the block between Pisces and the person that they are dealing with, if there's a block? Again, yes, this is about what you guys want. Nine of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. This is like differences in opinion over what this Ten of Pentacles means. What is a home? What is a structure? What is legacy? What is family? Well, yeah. You're not seeing eye to eye. Now, this connection brought to you by the past, or a past life connection, was meant to actually demonstrate what it is your personal Ten of Pentacles should look like. That's what this was meant to create in you. And maybe one of you is afraid of commitment. I don't get the feeling that it's you, but I also do not know for certain. So cross watchers, please don't get offended. All right, Spirit, show me the past, the present, and the future for my Pisces with regards to love. Past. Thank you. Four of Wands, relationship, but one which had a lot of fighting. Five of Wands, and the Devil back there too. You guys, unhealthy, maybe even external parties. Like people interfering in your relationship, not necessarily third parties. All right. And the present, I think we already know you guys are not together. Four of Pentacles. Yeah. So both of you kind of holding on, but I get the feeling that it's also like not in a forgiveness kind of way, right? So this is like a different kind of rigidity. This is like holding on to your own perspectives. So at present, maybe your person, I'm calling them that, right, is an Aquarius, but because we have the star back here, but I do believe what you're holding on to is hope. Now, I don't want to lecture you about this, but I encourage you to watch some readings or coaching videos even of why waiting is not a good vibration to be in, ever, okay? Now, it's different when I say waiting and you're waiting for like college admissions, right, letter or something like that, or job offer. But while you wait, aren't you doing something? Aren't you focusing on yourselves? Aren't you healing yourself? The star is ultimately about healing the wounds that are within you that were shown to you by all the different types of relationships that are around you. All right, Spirit, what's in their future position? Hermit, introspection time, and the Empress, growth. You know what? I'm going to go back to this Divine Feminine card. It's time for you to focus on your own nourishment, healing yourselves, self-care. I do not care what your gender is. This is not about gender. Time for you to, bask in your own magnificence for a moment, you know? This holds the key. The truth to why you're feeling left out in the cold, this is in the past now, in the past position, the Five of Pentacles. That is because you have left yourself out in the cold at some point. It's a harsh message to give from Spirit, but I want to get to the bottom line for you. If you are feeling like you've been abandoned by someone else, where have you abandoned yourself? Think about that. Reflect on that. This is very important at this time for your own healing. I want to I have in my Sacred Shadows book out. I don't have the deck with me right now. I'm like, is it right next to me? No, it's not right next to me. I don't know if I want to do a little bibliomancy for you. So what specifically would you like this particular collective to focus on? When I say, where have they left themselves out in the cold? Okay. Well, this is interesting. Past life wounds. Okay. I did not select, or Spirit did not select an easy one here. Everything that happens to you is your teacher. The secret is to learn to sit at the feet of your own life and be taught by it. Past life wounds are the lessons your soul has carried across lifetimes, the unresolved echoes of experiences that continue to shape your path in ways you may not fully understand. These wounds can manifest as unexplained fears, the Nine of Swords, repetitive relationships patterns, or an unshakable feeling of déjà vu. Yeah, okay. Like your soul is remembering something your mind can't. They may show up as deep emotional triggers, an intense pull towards certain places or people, or struggles that seem to follow you no matter how hard you try to move forward. This wound convinces you that you are trapped, Eight of Swords, in cycles of suffering, but in truth, you are being called to learn, to heal, to evolve. Yes, the Star is about you. The Hermit is about you. The Empress is about you. I want you to think about these questions. If you can, reflect on them when you have quiet time. It's a highly recommended process, okay? Are there any fears or anxieties in my life that feel disproportionate to my current experiences? Do I feel an unexplainable connection to certain places, people, or historical events? Have I noticed repetitive patterns in my relationships or struggles that seem to follow me without clear origin? What are my strongest emotional triggers, and could they be rooted in a past life wound? Do I feel stuck in cycles of scarcity, betrayal, or abandonment without understanding why? The Five of Pentacles. If I could intuitively sense one major lesson my soul has carried over, what would it be? Yeah, pay attention to your dreams. Have I ever had dreams, visions, or memories that felt like they belonged to another life? How do I feel about success, power, or leadership? What is the one belief, what is one belief or fear that I'm ready to release in order to step into greater alignment? I actually really love that last question above all, because you don't have to add that little past life addendum to every question for it to be important. And that one specifically, I feel called to tell you is something that Spirit wants you to focus on. Yeah, I look a little sick today, I think. Sorry about that. I am very tired. A little bit worn out today. So Spirit, let's share one last piece of advice for my Pisces and show them what is coming towards them. What is this Ace of Pentacles? The Chariot. Alignment. You know what? Alignment and movement away from this Eight of Swords in your past. Right? I like this. I like this a lot, my friends. All right? So when you are following a path that is aligned with your soul's purpose, your purpose, right? And not what you think others want you to do or what you should do, you actually find that circumstances aid you in that, right? So if you really want to travel somewhere or finish a project and it's aligned with what your purpose is, right? It's not just to do it or travel to travel, get away. You'll find that all of a sudden it feels like the universe is organizing itself in such a way that it supports you instead of maybe punishing you, seeming like it's punishing you or preventing you. Yeah, it's alignment. It's like people say, what is that saying? When the stars align. Well, you'll feel that. And you know what? I like what this card actually has written as its quote. You have success in the face of difficulty. Yeah, keep persevering. Because after this hermit phase that is necessary for your own betterment and growth, you will emerge as a true divine feminine in Empress energy, receptive, right? You won't have to chase anything. You will merely do the things that make you happiest and most fulfilled, and it will flow like water. And you are the fish of the zodiac, right? So you will flow with that water. And that's much better than like trying to swim upstream, right? Okay. All right, my loves. I will see you again soon.